Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. I've been asked about Kaizen. What is it? How do you implement it? Where did it come from? This term Kaizen is changing everything for organizations and PMOs across the country. Do you have big goals that you're hoping to reach but just can't seem to make any progress towards achieving them? Well, you know what? Kaizen, which is the Japanese practice of continuous improvement, might just be the perfect tool to help you work towards seemingly out-of-reach goals. It's true. Let's give it a shot. Let's talk about it a little bit. So, the suggestion comes from Johnny Thompson. Now, he's a philosophy teacher and an author of Mini Philosophy, a small book of big ideas. Now, Thompson argues that Kaizen is the most effective way to get there. And you know what? As I'd looked it up and been researching it, and we do use Kaizen tools at Vandergraph organizations, behavioral science suggests that he is right. And what is it? Well, you know what? For most of us, the term Kaizen is associated with the Toyota Corporation, right? So we all know Toyota made this a practice which became famous in its factories. The term Kaizen literally translates to good change. And it has uses that go well beyond manufacturing, which we're going to discuss here in a moment. But the general concept goes all the way back to ancient Rome, when the philosopher Seneca wrote, "It is enough for me if every day I reduce the number of my vices and blame my mistakes." Now, how did Toyota use Kaizen? Well, they actually used it to transform themselves from a textile company into the auto manufacturer we know today. Rather than a sudden and complete rebranding, they announced with great fanfare that they would become more common in the United States. The company made the change gradually. There was a change here, a shift there. Every day something was different. Every week something was better. And when a month became a year, incredible change had been realized by the organization. The same approach works for us in our personal lives and for our professional goals as well. So it sounds pretty interesting, right? If an organization like Toyota, who hasn't heard of Toyota, can transform themselves from a textile organization into one of the leading automobile manufacturers in the world using a simple principle that has become widespread across the manufacturing industry, corporate America is picking it up, corporate everywhere in the world is picking up Kaizen philosophies and principles to enhance the trajectory of their goals and increase the ease at which they achieve them. You can use it in your personal life too, as we're working towards our goals and you're setting goals, and this is just another tool I'm giving you that you can utilize to help you walk down that path as you are working towards your destination, okay? So if you want to try the Kaizen approach for yourself, I'm going to help you get started, okay? So number one, aim for just 1% improvement, okay? Pick an area in your personal life or in your business where you'd like to improve, or a big long-term task you'd like to accomplish. Now, I'm going to recommend trying Kaizen at first for only one area or task at a time as you're first getting started with it, okay? Just ask yourself, if I can make only 1% of progress in this area, what would it look like? It very well may look like you're just putting on your running shoes and perhaps, just running down the street one block. It could be just putting on your running shoes in the morning, tying them, and celebrating that you've actually made the initiative. 1% looks different to everybody, but as long as we're making continuous improvements towards our goals and towards our dreams and desires, you and I both know we will get there. So whatever that 1% is, start there and then just keep doing it every day. Don't stop. Get up every day. Put your shoes on. You know what? Eventually you're going to put your shoes on and walk downstairs. The next day you might walk out to the mailbox. The next day you might walk down to the stop sign. The next day you might walk down to the stop sign, take a right and go half a block. Then the next day a full block. It might take you a whole damn month to get all the way around the block. But you know what? When you do, you've made the improvements. You've gotten better. And you're just that much closer to being successful. So just keep moving forward. You know what? And that's what we do. And after we've identified and achieved a small 1% improvement, now let's add the next 1%. You know, only you can decide when you're ready to take the next step and what that step should be. But ideally, it should just be another tiny 1%, step. And if you were to break a big task down into 1% pieces and complete one of them every day, it would take you about 3.5 months to complete the task all together. But not every task is right for that sort of an approach, right? So you want to make sure that the task or the issue or goal you're working towards works for small incremental improvements. But I think most do. So once you figure out what amount of improvement or additional work is right for you, just be consistent about doing it every day, every weekday, every Monday, whatever your calendar is, the way you have things set up for yourself. You know your schedule, you know what's going to work best for you. Maybe we get up and we get ready for exercise every Monday, and then we start doing it every Monday and Wednesday. Then maybe every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Small improvements. Just make small improvements. They make such a huge difference in everything when you do little things. You're like, Doug, I get up and put my shoes on, tie them. That's just a little thing. That's not really a big deal. Try it. Try me. I'm telling you what, try me. I guarantee you get up every day and you, with the forethought and fortitude that you're going to go for that walk today, and you get up and put your shoes on, eventually you're going to find yourself down the street. I guarantee it just happens and works that way. Stick with it, okay? Small improvements. You're worth it, and you know what? Small improvements are good enough. They're good enough for you. They're good enough for me. As long as we're progressively moving forward, hey, we're exhibiting the traits of a successful person, okay? And focus on day-to-day improvement. You don't have to look at the long-term prize all the time. Just keep your eye on the local prize, the things that you're doing on a daily basis. Focus on the small incremental improvements. Don't worry about the destination, because you're going to get there. And when you get there, you can enjoy that. So right now, just focus and put your attention on the tasks that you're currently working on. And, leave the long-term plans and ambitious goals out of your day-to-day thinking, and just keep those small, tiny, progressive steps in your supercomputer, okay? And besides, one aspect of Kaizen is that it has no end. There's never a point when your work is perfect, your company is perfect, or you've achieved 100% of the ideal of your goal. You yourself are perfect as far as I'm concerned. And there is no more improvement to be made other than that which we can make for that 1% for today. And that's where we're going to keep our focus. Now, Kaizen is about the process. It's not about the end goal. And it's also called continuous improvement because there's no stopping point. So think about this as a journey and not a destination. And trust that, like Toyota, you can achieve incredible change along the way. In the right way, that's going to be the best for you. Now, are you interested in Kaizen? If you are, there are plenty of free formal training seminars and sessions that you can attend online. I just wanted to introduce you to the concept today, maybe get you excited about it, hopefully, so that you can understand that by making small incremental changes, we're playing just like the big boys. We can make the big changes that change the world, that get us recognized, that get us to the point where our dreams, our goals, and our desires are just every day for us. because these are tools you can consistently use. These are ideas that you can consistently use over the long term. My goal with you is to give you tools that will be instrumental and keep you functional. I don't just want you to get pumped up for today, then you'll leave this video and 10 to 15 minutes later, you're right back to where you were. Because you know what? If you want to change your life, all you have to do is change your life. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So you know what? We're not going to do the same thing over and over again. I'm going to give you some tools like this. You're going to try it, implement it, make some changes for yourself, and you know what's going to happen? Everything's going to happen. It's going to be so exciting and fun. You're going to be a new you. You're going to have a new life, and it's going to be wonderful. Listen, I care about you. I believe in you. And if anybody can do it, I know you can. Try Kaizen. Give it a shot. Small improvements, easy to do. If anybody can do it, you can do it. Have a wonderful day, friends. I'll be back tomorrow with some really great stuff, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.